Hello adventurers! A little bit different than my normal content. I'm a little bit under the weather too, so I apologize for both of these things. But I wanted to come in here and talk about two of the things that I have loved for a long time. One being Final Fantasy, and the other being a little card game called Magic the Gathering. I am freaking out over here. Ooh, actually, it's a pretty good segue right there. Magic and Final Fantasy, what does it mean? So for those of you who may not know, Magic the Gathering has announced that this year, 2025, we're going to be seeing a Final Fantasy set released. A full set, commander decks, booster product, everything. So I thought it would be fun to kind of go through each of the games and sort of depict what I think each of the characters from their respective games might be color identity-wise, right? So those of you who may not know, Magic the Gathering has 5 colors: white, blue, black, green, and red. And there are, I guess colorless is one too. It's not a color, but it's colorless. For like artifacts and stuff, and they combine colors sometimes, so red and white will sometimes be on one card. Yeah, so let's get into it, shall we? I think it'll be really interesting to look back at these videos and see if I'm correct about anything, right? Color identity, what their abilities might be, what characters they might choose to do, as we kind of go through all the games. We are going to start, of course, with Final Fantasy I, made in 1987, so let's get into it. There are 6 character classes in Final Fantasy I. Here are 4 of them. We don't have all 6 of them on this page, but we've got the Fighter, the Thief, the Black Belt, the Red Mage, the Black Mage, and the White Mage. I think for Final Fantasy I, if they do any of the characters, they might do the Chaos game, which name escapes me, Stranger of Paradise, I think, which is kind of a retelling of Final Fantasy I, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, Stranger of Paradise is a little bit different than other games in the series, but we're going to focus on this one for now. I think for Final Fantasy I, they're going to leave them mostly as monocolor, if they do them at all, right? I could see them doing all 6 characters as cards. For Fighter, I think he'd probably be red, aggressive, aggro. For Thief, I'm leaning blue, which is kind of an interesting choice, I know, but we see a lot of rogues and thieves in blue and in black, but I think blue fits a little bit better for reasons I'll get into in a little bit. Black Belt I see as kind of green. I know we've got monks in green, white, red, and blue, but I'm thinking green kind of fits him the best out of all of them. Red Mage I think might be one of the only multicolored cards, because Red Mage is kind of a combination of White Mage and Black Mage in the Final Fantasy world, so we'll get back to him in a moment. White Mage is going to be white, I think, curative, healing, that sort of thing. And Black Mage, I think, will probably be black, right? Little on the nose, I know, but yeah, here we go. Red Mage, I could see being black-white, so Orzhov. And I think that would be interesting. They also could just do one of these colorless, Black Belt maybe, I don't know. It would be weird. It would be weird for sure, as none of these are artifacts or equipment or anything like that. But it's a possibility. So those are my predictions, right? Red, blue, green, multicolored, White Mage is white, Black Mage is black. And I think they'll do kind of just what's on the tin, right? Red will be aggro, green will be high toughness, sort of the monks from Kamigawa that we've seen. The Thief will do blue thief stuff. Black Mage will destroy a creature, do some damage. And then White Mage will do some healing or curative. That's kind of my prediction for Final Fantasy I in the Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering set. Let me know what you think in the comments below. We'll see you in the next video.